is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?
Blowing out of the backfield, exploding down the sideline.
This is Hangin' with the Boys, presented by Wingstop, where flavor gets its wings. Now, your hosts, Nate Newton, Kurt Daniels, Jesse Holley, and Shannon Gross.
Tuesday, the Star in Frisco. You're looking live at Tostitos Championship Plaza outside of Ford Center at the Star in Frisco. It is 83 degrees. It feels like 87. The high is 86. Beautiful. The low tonight is 67.
Let's go.
We're coming to you live from the SWBC Mortgage Podcast Studio. Kurt Daniels, Jesse Holley, Nate Newton, Shannon Gross, and I got one thing to say to start the show off. 855. What is it? 888-855-2297. That's 888-855-2297. And as we continue this journey of being the best show on the Dallas Cowboys podcast network, we turn it over on Tuesdays to you, the fans. Don't come with no nonsense either. Don't come with
bring that heat.
Get your point in. Say hi to everybody. Do your pleasantries. Make your point. Ask your question. Get off.
I like that. No, I like that. I like that.
The get off part?
Get off.
But you know what? If you don't stick to it, once you let one person do it,
are we cutting them off?
No, man. I've learned, let them ride.
Listen, we gotta
make your point.
It's really dependent upon Chris Beam. Like Chris Beam, you gotta hit the button on them. Like when they get to that.
You know what? Let's do this, Chris. Chris, you are the regulator. Okay. You are the judge, jury, and executioner of the calls.
Giving him some power there.
So here's what
5-game suspension coming up.
Here's what I suggest, Chris. I think you should have a heavy hand in this, because what happens is we feel bad. Somebody starts rambling. Next thing you know, 8 minutes down the road, Eric from North Carolina done told us about something. You know, Jay's done told us about that last 8 dates he went on.
Talking about our
loyal
listeners.
I love them, but like we need to get more people in, and we get bogged down. So, Chris, when you feel like, and no offense to anyone, and don't get your feelings hurt, when the conversation starts lagging, they start rambling, just hit the button, cut them off.
No, you're gonna hear Jerry. All right, you'll hear Jerry. That means it's time for you to go.
No, I think you just cut them off.
Just cut them off.
They'll
learn.
Have you heard Jerry?
What's Jerry say?
Here he goes.
All right, bye.
There you go. And then that's it. And, yep.
You might start wrapping it up because you're about to be. That's like your 30-second.
Chris, I think you just cut it. Let's try. I'll tell you what. Let's try it this week. You do Jerry. See how quick they wrap it up. If they can't get it together, then you're just going to have to snip.
All right.
Gone. All right. Tell us who we got.
They're ringing.
All right.
Hold on a second. I gotta pick it up first.
All right. Before Chris gets to the phones. Before Chris gets to the phones, what do we want to talk about? Jerry said this morning that Steele would be the starting right tackle. Let's just get right in there with that.
Let's get right into that. Let's get right into it.
What do we think about that?
Okay, if you're going to leave my man, the president, at the right guard, which is okay with me, that's how you're going to ride it. Please, I'm begging you, Kellen Moore. I'm begging you. Do not open the game up just leaving this kid butt naked on the island by himself. This is not Survivor.
Naked and afraid.
Come on, man. Have a tight end run across the formation. Have a tight end run across this guy's face on a pass, on a release. Do not let Zeke lightly bump him. Do not start the game. If y'all going to throw it 85 times, which is good, do not let the first 25 passes, let this dude be butt naked on the island by himself.
So don't give him the Chaz Green treatment.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bosa will set them straight if they don't.
You guys ready for this?
Yeah.
You all sitting down?
Yeah.
No.
Well, you look like you're sitting down.
Stop it. Stop with the short jokes. It's Tuesday. Wait till Friday.
I believe
Lord.
in Steele.
Stop it.
Right.
Jesse says I'm positive on the show.
I am going.
What's today?
Tuesday.
September 14th.
It's my mother's birthday.
Happy birthday.
My brother's birthday was yesterday. My mother's birthday is today. Happy birthday, Mom.
Happy birthday.
I believe in Steele.
I do too.
Yeah.
I do too.
I think Steele.
Just need some help.
will do.
Why do you think that?
I have no idea. I'm just
He's
going
stronger. His body look different.
Younger.
He's stronger.
I think
He'll play hard.
having a year of getting a lot of snaps last year, taking that to the offseason, he worked with Duke Mayweather, one of the top offensive lineman coaches in the country, who also trains Lyle and Tyron. I just think with that information that he's gathered last year, those reps, that experience, and offseason to kind of say, okay, here's where I was bad at, here's where I was good at, here's how I have to learn to prepare better at. Getting a full offseason with hands-on with coaches. I think Coach Philbin is a really good offensive line coach. I'm not saying he's the next Larry Allen. I'm not saying he's the next Nate Newton. I'm not saying that
Even though I played that right tackle. I did.
I'm not saying
he's the best.
I'm not saying that he's going to completely shut out Joey Bosa. I just think good fortune has to come our way eventually.
Can't get no worse. That's your
and
reason
I
for
think
hope.
I think that Kellen Moore is going to give him some help. Whether that be a tight end, chip him, maybe run some plays the opposite way.
He has to. He has to be smarter than that.
It'll be a scene of coaching malpractice if you think you're gonna line up and pass the ball 60 times against Joey Bosa and line up Steele with him one-on-one. That's just dumb.
Because you came around on Steele last year, right?
This is I like all young talent because I knew where we were.
But you were hard on him in the first year.
Yeah, but
You gave him a chance to play.
yeah, you gave him a chance to play, but help him.
So y'all both feel okay about this?
No, I do. If they start out helping him, man.
Okay.
Or if set it in stone. Okay, our first 2 or 3 series, we 3-star drop, we 5-star drop, and the ball is gone. It ain't no, let me give him a split more second, because now all of a sudden you're on your back. So it just that's what Norv used to do for us when we were playing against a stud guy at that defensive end. We would release that our 1 or 2 series. Hey, give you a chance to get out there, get set, give you a chance to get some confidence. But, man, I'm going to tell you, the worst thing in the world can happen, man, is Bosa come off that end the first series or the first pass situation, and he don't have to sack your quarterback, just hit him, and you hear it. You hear Dak say, oh.
You think Zach Martin made this decision?
What, to play guard? Oh, man, I don't know. I'm not in there. I'm not that close, but
do you think he should have that kind of voice?
No, he gonna go where the coach asks him to go. But like Jesse was saying yesterday, just trying to stay strong in the middle. Trying to stay strong in the middle. But I'm gonna tell you something. The flagship station this morning, I went on to it. Boy, they were saying some good stuff. How they watch games all week, and how is it every team is getting pressure on the quarterback. Somehow, some way, every team is getting pressure on the quarterback. And where's our pressure?
We didn't even touch Brady, did we? Did he get dirty? Did his uniform get dirty?
So I'm saying to myself, and that scared me and then the first thing went in my mind is, okay, they can't put Ty out there. They can't put him out there. That would be just not right. So here's Steele, a year of experience, a year of working out with your young man. I didn't know that the young man that work out with the other guys.
Duke Mayweather.
That's a good thing to know. But I still say the first 2 or 3 snaps, if you're gonna pass it as much as you think you are, let's give him a hand.
And tell me, when you guys used to go back and play, and maybe the mentality was different, but when you guys used to go play a John Randall, a Reggie White, those dominant pass rushers, did you start the game out with saying, you know what, let's run at them a little bit. Let me kind of get a little bit. Let me be the attacker, right? It's like
depending on the guy. Yes, sir.
Let me go and attack Joey Bosa. Let me go and put a little bit of pressure on him early in the football game so I can establish myself, my dominance. Because and to Nate's point, what you don't want to happen is that you do say, all right, the first play out the gate, we're going to drop back and we're going to leave Terence Steele on Joey Bosa. That's not a good matchup for that you want. I think I'm hopefully optimistic that Steele will play well.
Yeah.
Good fortune has to. We had a lot of bad fortune these last couple of weeks, right? Good fortune has to come our way a little bit. We've had the COVID. We got another COVID. We got a 5-game suspension, right? We got to have some good fortune come our way. But if I don't want to line up and go 7-step drop and have Joey Bosa just scream off the front, off the first play with all this energy and get a sack. That'll change your confidence real quick. I think just coming out and saying, you know what, Joey Bosa, we're going to run at you. And let me be the attacker. Let Terence Steele be the attacker, instill some confidence. And I want to wear Joey Bosa down. I want him a tad bit fatigued when we get to the fourth quarter and this is a close game. I want him just a smidgen slower than he would be if we hadn't attacked him at some point in time throughout the football game. Like we were. Like what happened to us, right? Tom Brady's final drive to go down there and set up a field goal. You know who was on the sideline for 3 consecutive plays?
Who?
Randy, Tank, and another one of our starters.
Really?
3 consecutive plays. They were wore out. They were tired. And the moment that you need them in that final drive for 3 consecutive plays, they're standing on the sideline, getting a blow. Now, whether that's on them or on the coach, whoever, I want that for Joey Bosa.
You know what? Name one of those guys. Name again.
Randy, Tank, and the third guy I'm missing one of the guys.
It's nowhere in the world. It's nowhere in the world that DeMarcus Lawrence should ever.
Now, Nate, don't put this on me. I don't know if that was a Tank decision, a tapping of the helmet, or a coach said, let's get a fresh rotation in there. I'm just saying, I want Joey Bosa on that level. I want him to where either a coach has to look out there and say, I need to get him a blow, or he tapping the helmet to get a blow at the end of the game.
I'm going to tell you something, brother. I don't get it. No, it's nowhere in the world. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Like, I'm down. Like, I'll keep saying it. I was down with how that went at the end of the game. I'm down with it that Zeke's sitting on the bench, and I'm down with it that he's, this is the game plan. I'm down with that. But how? Yeah, I want you to explain to me how. Tell me how, as a competitor, as a top-notch player, as a first and second-round pick, as somebody that's supposed to be instrumental in this team rebounding and being the best. Y'all explain to me how.
I can't explain that, but what I can explain is I made 2 mistakes on the show yesterday that people caught.
Uh-oh.
Showing up.
I made that was one.
Wow.
That was one. Thanks for that, Jesse. Coach Hudson is correct. The 2 Madden players yesterday that I was talking about with 99 rankings are on the other LA team. The Rams. I was talking about Donald and Jalen Ramsey.
Oh, okay.
And then the other mistake that I made, and this is just a travesty that I made this mistake. Zach, thanks for calling me out through a DM on Instagram. Randy Watson does not talk like that. It's Reverend Brown that talks like that.
So, yes. Yeah, it is. That is.
Yeah. Sorry that I got it all mixed up.
But he was introducing Randy Watson.
Yes. So let's go to the phones. Chris.
No, hold on.
Hold on. Hang on.
Hold on.
We really need to get to Chris' phone. Chris.
Hold on. Yeah, we'll get to it, man.
No, we really do.
No, we really will.
Scott's gonna send you the bill because it's probably Philip from France.
No, bro. I'm gonna ask you once again. Because I don't want to hear 10 games into the year about DeMarcus Lawrence and Zeke. I don't want to hear, Nate, why these guys ain't playing? I'm going to be like, it didn't count in the first game, so why should it count in the 10th game? Why are these guys on the bench? Why? But anyway, let's go to the caller because it don't matter.
All right, Chris.
It don't matter.
Who we got?
You got it. We got Philippe in France.
Oh, that feels going to be expensive.
That's why we got to get this out of here.
What's up, Philippe?
Hi, guys. How you doing?
Great, brother. How are you?
We're doing well, man.
Yeah, I'm fine. As I said the other day, thanks to Make My Days and All First Responders Days supporting the Cowboys better in this tough COVID crisis. That's the first thing. I'm no way an expert. I played football in France, level national 2 championship. It's about high school level in the U.S. On on my part, I would put Zach Martin at right tackle while LC is out. On the other tackles on the team, one is on IR. The other one is finishing. He's approaching his finish line career real fast. The other two tackles seem to play bad. I'm surprised by your stance on Steele. We saw plenty of him last year without training camp. We saw what happened in the preseason, playing with first teams against first team, second team, third team. From my point of view, it looks like a little slow-footed, not patient enough, and not strong enough. On passing them, he was pushed back in the QB's lap, and because of his lack of strength, I think we can count on him to push people back, to open lanes for Zeke or Tony Pollard. It's too bad that offensive tackles don't go on trees, you know. In my opinion, the only starter on the O-line, the only non-starter on the O-line who held his ground is McGovern. In my point of view, he's your sixth best offensive lineman.
Yeah, that's true.
I'd like to have your thoughts on this. I just have to say one more thing, that if the Cowboys go every game the way they did in Tampa, we will hear instead of fly, Eagles fly, cry, Beagles cry. Go Cowboys!
Thank you, Philip. Before we get to Philip's questions, Chris.
I know, that was too long.
It's calling from France, you know. So
I mean,
Yeah,
exactly.
The accent got you, didn't it? You gave him some grace.
It's hard. I gave him grace because
You got to get better. You got to do a better job, man. Right now, you were on the practice squad, Chris.
Okay,
we need you to call yourself up.
When he calls that far and I hang up on him,
Don't
feel really bad.
That's okay.
That.
He'll call back because we love Philip.
Okay.
But Philip got a little long-winded. Now, if Eric calls in or Anthony, you just gonna have to get on it.
Get on the hot
because
finger, huh?
you know they're gonna talk to you, cut them off.
Okay.
All right. Let's talk about what do you think? Nate, you think McGovern's the sixth best offensive lineman? Do you?
yeah. What are the options? I mean, who else? Yeah. Who's in the running? You know, I mean, McGovern's shown he can. He did it fine last week, I thought.
He had a few times when he got pushed back. You know, late in the game, he had a few times where he got pushed back. Biotish got a few times where he got pushed back. But, fellas, they're both better than what Steele has done. Now, Steele, like Jesse say, you know, he shared something with us that's valuable. You know, from last year, working with the guy during the offseason to now. But we have to see it because in training camp, he was getting it handed to him by Terence Armstrong and by Randy Gregory. So we'll see. You know, can he put this in his computer banks? And along with Coach Philman and the offensive coordinator, because I'm telling you, if it's going to be like this here, it's going to be where we're going to be throwing about 60 times a game.
All right, let's take our first break. When we come back, more phone calls. Maybe. I mean, if Chris,
we got one lined up, so let's take a break.
If you let this one go, as long as you let the last one, the show will be over. So we'll be right back on Hanging with the Boys.
Honey, big news.
Gary, are you okay?
Oh, I'm not Gary anymore. I'm Jackie Flash.
What?
See, I want the latest smartphone, but the best deals are only for new customers. So, to get a new customer deal, I changed my name to Jackie Flash.
Okay, but the best smartphone deals at AT&T are for everyone, new and existing customers.
That's huge. Then guess who's getting a deal?
Is it Jackie Flash?
Jackie Flash.
It's not complicated. At AT&T, our best smartphone deals are for everyone. Restrictions apply. Visit AT&T.com for details.
Hey, Cowboys fans, ready to spice up your next watch party?
Bring Yo Quiero guacamole and be the game day hero. Yo Quiero means I want, and we know you want great, fresh-tasting, ready-to-serve guacamole for your home gating and tailgating events. Made with real avocados and the perfect blend of spices, it will be the star of any party. You can find us at your local Albertsons or Tom Thumb in the deli section. If you can't find it, talk to your store manager and tell them, Yo Quiero guacamole.
The Cowboys way, where 16 Hall of Famers and 5 championships shows us what success looks like. Where turkey is always the second best part of Thanksgiving Day. Where we are all defined by one single thing, the star. Where we as fans know it's our job to keep the tradition going. Bank of America is proud to be the official bank of the Dallas Cowboys and to support the quest of living life the Cowboys way. Copyright 2020, Bank of America Corporation.
How great would it be to travel to watch the Cowboys win on another team's turf? Pretty great. But honestly, just watching the game from anywhere but your house would be fun. Even a hotel bar with some guy named Phil from St. Louis who thinks Oakland still has a team. So whether you're traveling to the game or watching from your favorite vacation spot, book a place to stay on Hotels.com. Proud partner of the Dallas Cowboys.
Back to Hanging with the Boys.
Welcome back. The Miller Lighthouse. Check out the new Miller Lighthouse located outside AT&T Stadium where the Dallas Cowboys game day traditions are born. Enjoy yard games, Dallas Cowboys cheerleader performances, beer gardens, and more. For more information, visit attstadium.com/Miller Lighthouse. Miller Lighthouse, your tailgate just got
You all right over there?
jealous. Yeah, I got distracted. I thought I was on the wrong day, and then I realized I was on the right day, and then I don't know. My brain was swimming. Sorry. A lot going on over here. All right, Chris. We're counting on you.
All right, man. We got, and I hope he's quick, or I'm gonna be hot on the hand. Josh and Maryland.
Oh, nice talking to you, Josh. What's up, Josh? How's it going, man?
Hey, how about them Cowboys?
Yes, sir. Let's go.
All right, so real quick. Hey, I just heard Dan Quinn interview, and he was saying that the defense was exactly where they needed to be as far as conditioning at the end of the game. But then I just heard my man Jesse say Tankin was on the sideline. So can y'all explain that one for me? And what y'all think about getting some veteran cornerback help out there? Because even when Kelvin Joseph's come back, I mean, he got a lot of growing pains, and it still looks like Anthony Brown going through growing pains. So I'm just ain't trusting that at the side of the field. So let me know what y'all think, fellas. Appreciate y'all taking the call.
Now, that is how you call the show. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
What was the gentleman that just called?
Who's that, Chris?
From Maryland.
Josh. And Maryland.
Josh,
That's
that's a great question you asked about the guys being on. They're not going to answer that one. They couldn't answer it for me, so they definitely can't answer it for you. Yeah, so now he asked basically the same question because we ain't worried about Randy Gregory. We worry about the big dog.
If they were in shape, then maybe that was coach's decision.
Or
and if that's the case, why are you taking?
Or maybe they weren't in shape. Maybe because Tank didn't participate.
I'm gonna tell you what, man,
at all in training camp. I'm just saying they played no preseason games and you didn't practice. See, you guys think I'm crazy.
No, we don't.
Maybe
sometimes,
not
all the time.
But when I say stuff, I'm not talking out the side of my head. Most of the time. Most of the time. Most of the time. Most of the time. There are times when I am. But that's what there's no way. It is impossible to be in any type of game shape when you don't do anything game-like.
Mm-hmm.
So when you sit out, I love Britt Brown with all my heart. That is my dude. That's my guy.
Okay, Anthony. My dude, Anthony.
I don't care how long you over there on the ropes with him. That doesn't get you ready for a game as far as conditioning. The only thing that gets you close to game conditioning is going live in practice. And Tank missed a ton of training camp. And again, you're giving all these veteran guys these days off, and they're not practicing, and it's walkthroughs, and then you want them to go out there in a humid, hot night in Tampa on the 70th play and say, "Hey, go be my $90 million dude." Now, you want that. I want that. Randy, you want to get a contract, right? Tank, you got your contract. I can't have you on the sideline for 3 consecutive plays when the goats got the ball driving down to score.
What about his second question? We got another caller, but what about his second question? Do we need some cornerback help?
Yeah.
Or do you just let the young guys play, Nate?
Well, they haven't. They didn't let the young guys
Well,
play.
you know, fellas.
It's not game 6 yet. And young guys hadn't been out there a lot.
Fellas.
Do you even know what the question I asked you?
How do you fix? Yeah.
Are you laughing because you don't know what I asked you because you were looking at your phone?
I'm laughing because I ain't finna beat Jesse. I ain't finna repeat what Jesse said. I ain't finna repeat what he said. The bottom line is we are stuck with the corners. The Joseph kid got to mature. The only way you can do that is playing.
Yeah.
You know, number 40, the big, tall, long kid.
Sean Wright.
They got to play. They got to be healthy enough to get on the field because until then, Anthony Brown is it. Anthony Brown is it. They don't have money to just go and just, hey, we want you. We want you. They got a practice squad full of guys, veterans and rookies. So this is the hand you dealt.
Sean Wright didn't play a single snap.
This is the hand you dealt. This is what you decided to go with.
Will your stance always be when you have young guys on the team to play the young guys until you know that they can't play?
If that is the majority of your team, their hands are tied because that is the majority of your team is young guys and free agents. You don't have no more. Tank is a veteran. Armstrong is a veteran. Who else? Jalen, Leighton. Who else? That's it,
Anthony
brother.
Brown, Jordan.
That's it. Everybody else is young. Everybody else is a free agent from somebody else's team. You have to play what your hand is dealt.
What about you? Would you go get somebody? Or
I want to see the guy who had the best camp at DB and he had 5 interceptions in training camp. Maurice Kennedy.
Yeah.
He played 2 snaps on defense.
Let him get some spin.
Is that partly because of who they were playing? Because it was Brady, and it's like you got to have the veteran guys, or do you let them just trial by fire?
I don't know. I mean,
when nobody stopping Antonio Brown that night, you think Diggs can't cover 2 people? He did what he did with Evans.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he can't put.
And Mike Evans ain't no joke.
That's what I'm saying. He did what he did with Evans. So I mean, we didn't move up. It was 2 guys in the draft. We didn't move up. We didn't feel they was good enough to move up. We got Parsons, but Parsons don't cover wide receivers. I mean, he can come across the middle and knock him out, but they got to get to him before he can cover him.
Yeah.
Is there anything, you talk about helping Steele on the side. Is there anything you can do to help a cornerback out there?
Well, supposedly, according to Dan Quinn, on the long touchdown on Anthony Brown, was supposed to be safety help over there. But he said another guy fell down and the safety went the other way. So, I mean, it's a little bit of do your job because if you're supposed to help over on Anthony Brown, then help over on Anthony Brown. And if he's in a trail technique expecting you to be there, then be there. Yeah. Don't change
I'm gonna tell you
what you're supposed to be doing.
I'm gonna tell you.
But that goes back to last year's team. Guys doing their own thing again. Right? If your job is to be over the top of Anthony Brown, be over the top of Anthony Brown. And then we'll deal with whoever fell or whoever happened over there. We have to deal with that. But be where you're supposed to be. The moniker is so simple, but it just, for some odd reason, it just gets away from us. Do your job. Period. When you start doing all this other freestyle stuff, touchdown. That's a critical point in the game. Trust me, we could have used you being back there and him not throwing that ball. Maybe he throws somewhere else and it might be a completion, but it ain't a touchdown. And we live to see another down. Instead, you go and freestyle and go do something else that you're not supposed to do. No communication to the other guy while he's now expecting you to be over top. He's now in trail technique, and he looks up, and you're not there.
Yeah.
Touchdown.
All right, Chris, who we got?
We got Mark in Jacksonville, Illinois.
Jacksonville,
Illinois. I'm about to say Duval. I stopped myself from saying Duval.
What's up, Mark?
We don't have Mark.
He's there.
And his time is counting.
I hear you.
Okay, what's up? There we go, Mark.
Hey, Cowboys forever.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I played high school ball and I boxed for about 3 years. What I don't understand when you run that ball, it's like body shots. I mean, it's like body blows in boxing. You may not see the result right away, but later in the game, it will benefit you. I don't understand why. I mean, I understand we need to zero in on Cooper more, in my opinion, but I don't understand why we don't abuse the body, which is the line, and make those defensive backs run after the running back, Ezekiel Elliott, and make them cover some more ground, and we just give up on it way too quick.
Yeah.
All right, bye.
Thanks, Mark. I can't argue with that, can you?
I have a two-part answer to that.
Okay.
First part, and I will be brief. First part.
All right, bye.
First part, a lot of time when you face certain quarterbacks, it almost dictates how you call a game. Because when you play a Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers or Patrick Mahomes, you get into this mode of, I got to score every time they score or this game will get out of hand.
Yep.
Secondly, I think my man from Jacksonville, Illinois, is absolutely right. It goes back to what we were just saying about running at Bosa. The body blows may not necessarily pay dividends early in the football game. But remember in the end of that game, we saw Vita Vea lift up Tyler Biadasz and walk him into the lap of Dak Prescott on several times. Maybe if you run the ball a little bit more early in that football game.
He didn't have that energy.
He didn't have that energy. He just don't have that energy. And there is something to be said, and I'll leave this to the offensive lineman.
You correcting what you're saying. Go ahead on, man.
When you get a chance to be the attacker instead of the attackee, when you sit back in that pass rush position, that is a catch. That is a catch. You ain't any right. If you can put your head down, you lunging forward, you're toast as an offensive lineman in pass protection. You literally have to get back, anchor yourself down, get set, and then now receive whatever they throwing at you.
Yeah.
And 350 pounds, 320 pounds, 280 pounds, over and over and over, pushing you, you wear down because you're having to take on all that brunt force. At times, you have to be the guy, you have to be the hammer and not the nail. Even if it's 2 yards, 3 yards in a cloud of dust, you do that enough, and the guy that you banging heads up against, either he's going to wilter and wither down or quit or at least be tired in the fourth quarter, which gives you a second or two more to complete a pass, or you finally hit that crease and take one to the house.
Yeah, and as a fan watching the game, you don't, and a lot of people never playing the game, you don't realize what a toll that like he said it perfectly. Body shots, it's boring as hell to watch. And you're like, why are you running the ball? You're getting 2 yards of carry. Well, because you're setting yourself up for the end of the game, like you said, Nate. That's what you guys used to do, right?
Yeah, but you know,
what?
I mean, Jess, I hate you.
Nah.
I hate you, man. That's a strong word. That's a strong word.
Why you hate Jesse today?
I combat your hate with love.
You walked out of here for what he said the other day, right? You walked out of here because he said some certain things, and we just rehashing it over. just parts of what he said, and we just keep rehashing it.
But I think it's the delivery's different.
Okay.
I'll stay today. I think the delivery's different.
I'm like, man.
It's the delivery.
Kurt.
Yeah.
The Cowboys have to win this game.
Yeah, I agree.
If the Cowboys don't win this game,
they can still go 12-5. I got them losing both the first games and still going 12-5.
They have.
You have them losing the first two. You got them losing the first two. You the only one.
I don't think it's a make or break by any means. I mean, they got 3 straight home games coming up against teams they should all beat. You know, none of those 3 teams are all that good.
I don't know why Philadelphia didn't look that bad to me the other day.
Let's talk about that in a minute. We got to take a break. We'll be right back.
Sorry I brought it up.
Last segment.
I don't know why Philadelphia.
Hey, Cowboys fans, ready to spice up your next watch party? Bring Yo Quiero guacamole and be the game day hero. Yo Quiero means I want, and we know you want great, fresh-tasting, ready-to-serve guacamole for your home gating and tailgating events. Made with real avocados and the perfect blend of spices, it will be the star of any party. You can find us at your local Albertsons or Tom Thumb in the deli section. If you can't find it, talk to your store manager and tell them, Yo Quiero guacamole.
Honey, big news.
Gary, are you okay?
Oh, I'm not Gary anymore. I'm Jackie Flash.
What?
See, I want the latest smartphone, but the best deals are only for new customers. So, to get a new customer deal, I changed my name to Jackie Flash.
Okay, but the best smartphone deals at AT&T are for everyone, new and existing customers.
That's huge. Then guess who's getting a deal?
Is it Jackie Flash?
Jackie Flash.
It's not complicated. At AT&T, our best smartphone deals are for everyone. Restrictions apply. Visit att.com for details.
It's game day. You know what that means. First, kebab prep. Steak, pepper, onion, steak, pepper, onion. Next, a counterclockwise lap around the room. Now the lucky grease-stained jersey goes on. And lastly, the dance. You know the one. This is a game day ritual no matter where you are. Whether you're traveling to the game or watching from your favorite vacation spot, book a place to stay on Hotels.com and keep the tradition alive and well. Hotels.com, proud partner of the Dallas Cowboys.
Hi, I'm Clint Tillison with United Ag and Turf. When there's work to be done, a real workhorse can make all the difference. Like the Range Boss package. Our 5075E John Deere 75 horsepower tractor features a bell spear and loader and starts at $369 per month. And the price you see is the price you'll pay. No surprises. It works like a horse, so you don't have to.
Visit UnitedAgAndTurf.com. Offer ends February 1st, 2021. Restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
Now, let's get to work.
Back to Hanging with the Boys.
Welcome back to the show. Kurt Daniels, Jesse Holly, Shannon Gross, Nate Newton, DCC making the team. Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders making the team returns for another exciting season. Don't miss the season 16 premiere this Friday. Season 16. They've been on the air for 16 years, man. Longest running show on CMT, and I think the highest rated show on CMT. This Friday, September 17th at 9, 8 Central on CMT. And we are back taking your calls.
What doesn't succeed that Jerry puts his hands on?
Stop it, Jesse.
Chris.
Yes.
I wasn't even thinking that.
Who we got on the phone?
I wasn't thinking that. I see what you did there.
We got Bruce from Glen Carbon, Illinois.
Bruce!
Please be quick.
Illinois in the house. What's up, Bruce?
I'm well. How you guys?
We're
fantastic.
Great, man.
Go.
Yes, Nate, Kurt, how you feeling?
I'm doing good. How you doing, man?
I'm good, too. Thanks. Appreciate it.
Yep. Nate, you made me a lot of money in the 90s, buddy. I ain't going to lie.
You know, lately you've been losing, huh?
Man. I can't get used to this losing, Nate. I don't like it.
Me either.
But I got a question. My question, and I'm going to get out of here. On the defense side, Anthony Brown, man, is not going to work. I've been a Cowboy fan for 1970, and I can name you every defensive back, and I saw him coming and I saw him going. You're going to have to replace the guy, or we just going to continually get burned right there. And then on offense, we have to run the ball. If we don't run the ball, like you say, Nate, we can't throw 60, 70, 80, I don't care how many times. It's not going to work for us. Okay, you guys give me an answer about that defensive back and tell me what you think about doing something about running the ball, and you guys have a good day.
All right, thank you for the call. Bye. That's how you do it. Get in and out. I ain't giving up on Anthony Brown. I've seen too much good from Anthony Brown for me just to write him off. Now, I've seen some bad, too. Saw some bad the other day.
I mean, what are the other options? I mean, you got.
Why y'all laughing?
I'm trying to figure out why he's getting all giddy.
I just know.
I'm not writing the man off. Y'all can laugh at me if you want, but I've seen Anthony Brown show up and show out, but I've also seen him not be great. I'm not giving up on him yet. Give me a couple. Give me some more games.
I think Anthony Brown is a good inside guy. I think he is, but we got a guy Lewis already inside. So, but. I'm telling you like this right here. That is who we have. These other guys, these other young guys who had nice camps, they don't feel they're ready. Okay, if this you get the first week, you get the second week, and you get the third week, and now it begins to be a trend. If everybody continues to beat this kid up, then you got to go a different direction.
How many weeks you give him?
Anthony Brown, I'm going to give him 2 or 3 weeks.
So 3
because, 3 weeks. He should be able to, okay, this is what the self-scout, I don't care who you are, how great a player are, you got to know your weaknesses. You got to know, okay, I got to try this because this is what they're doing to me. This is what they're presenting to me. Now, but if you just a crash dummy, you got to go. You got to go. Crash dummies don't work.
So you got Brown, who you said's more of a slot guy, maybe inside guy. You've got Lewis, more of an inside guy. You've got Kennedy, who's more of an inside guy, and then you've got these young guys on the outside who apparently aren't ready. Plus guys like Goodwin, who I guess is he wasn't on the field. He didn't get on the field at all for defense. I mean, it's just poorly constructed.
I'm going to tell you something, man. When you have not spent the proper assets on your defense in the most critical positions, that's your defensive ends, that's your corners, that's a safety. You don't have need two of them. You need just one decent cover safety that can come up and make sure you make a tackle, and a good solid linebacker. Our defensive ends got to bring it. Our one technique got to bring it in order for these guys we're talking about to succeed. If you're missing on your corners, which I think we got Diggs, but the other guys, I got to refer to Jesse. Who are the other guys?
This is classic. This is classic Winstar, right? You go to the casino.
Oh, where's this going?
No, you go to the casino, and you gamble. What do you? No, put your headphones back on.
I want to listen to you on my own ears. I want to listen to you my own ears.
This is classic. Go to the casino with the hopes of hitting it big and it not working out for you. At least early. The Cowboys went and they got a guy in the second round in Kelvin Joseph. And they thought that was going to be something because they were pretty confident in Diggs. And Diggs, for the most part, has held up his end of the bargain early in this season. What they didn't account for was for Kelvin Joseph not to be advanced in the learning curve, for him to be so far behind. Yeah. And now what ended up happening is where you thought you had a little bit of rotation or maybe a guy who could pay. Because, again, remember the scheme that Dan Quinn is having these guys play in. A lot of in-your-face at the line of scrimmage, right? A lot of kind of press. There's some Tampa 2 in there. There's some different coverage in, but the most part, your corners are going to be up in your grill at the line of scrimmage. And when you gambled on Kelvin Joseph, and whether it be performance-based and now for him health-based, you're now forced to go to different things. And the same thing with Nashawn Wright is that you banked on these guys being there. You pushed the chips in on these guys, and then when it came time for that deal to turn the card, it didn't work out in your favor. And now you're in a situation where you're scrambling and you're hoping that Anthony Brown can, because Anthony Brown is nothing of what Dan Quinn likes. He's smaller, he's short, short arms. That ain't what he likes. That's not what he wants. He showed you what he wants. He wants taller, longer, rangier. But when they're not there, when you roll the dice and cracked out because Kelvin Joseph isn't ready and then hurt, and then Nashawn Wright, same thing with him. All right, let's play with the hand we were dealt and hope that we can take this and turn it into something decent.
And that's what I'm saying. These are the players that you came out of training camp with, and you have how many? You got at least 7 defensive players on your practice squad because they got 15 to 16 practice squad. So these are your guys. These are your guys, and none of these receivers that we are playing. I mean, even the Philadelphia. Watch Philadelphia. They ain't joking with their receivers. We may not like the quarterback, but the receivers ain't playing. And if we do not get something from up front, if our defensive line is not doing it up front, and I'm talking about pass, because everybody's throwing 60 times. So if you're not in the, you know what? We'll wait till tomorrow.
We'll go to the phones. We'll go. Who we got, Chris?
We'll wait till tomorrow, man.
I think this will be the last one. We got Xavier in Delaware.
Xavier. What's up? Everybody up north calling in today. What's up, Xavier?
I like that.
How's it going, fellas?
Good, man.
Well, brother.
First-time caller, long-time listener.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I just wanted to touch base on, as far as Steele, Nate was touching base on having someone to help him or assist him, possibly a tight end. In my case, my question is, which tight end would be the best tight end in that case? Because I watched the game a little bit and saw Blake Jarwin get tossed a little bit from just the running packages that were being thrown in there. So that's my first question. And my second question would be, as far as, do the Dallas Cowboys have somebody that's athletic like Vita Vea that we could throw in at the red zone packages to get Zeke a little bit of assistance with the line, being down some few players there? That's my question.
Thanks for the question, man.
I'm going to tell you something.
Thanks, Xavier. Good question.
They just got to get Steele some help early. Just don't leave him out there by himself too often early. And I think everything will be all right, because I'm with you, Jess. I'm with you. But I'm telling you, when we get in the red zone, we can't leave nothing. We can't. It's no more threes. Threes has been killing us. You are wasting great play by your quarterback with all of these threes. And our kicker, no more, man. Make the kicks. I ain't holding you responsible for no 60-yard kick, but a 37-yard kick, I'm holding you responsible. A 50-yard kick, I'm holding you responsible. Them 60, whatever. But come on, a kicker should not decide the fate of this offense in this team. Not a kicker. Like I was telling Doug and a few other guys, when a kicker starts deciding your fate, that you're in trouble. Yeah. You're in trouble.
Let me ask you this. This kind of came up it was a mailbag question today asking about the red zone. And Nick had said in his response that our offensive line is built to be kind of agile and it's technique. And so when they get down there, they just don't have the strength and bulk to just manhandle guys at that point.
Quick traps.
Is that
quick traps?
Do you think that's true and you can still get around it?
Quick traps. If you agile, use it to your advantage. Quick traps. Things that can get you outside. If you ain't if you're not big enough, bulky enough, and hoggy enough to move somebody.
Hoggy.
Do you know what I'm saying? Quick trap. Boom, boom. Just one play over. Quick trap. Twist things up. You got to be creative. And I'm not saying that Kellen probably got it in his bag. But when you have a simple
pull it out.
But when you have a simple toss play, when you have a simple toss play, and your tight end don't realize if this dude escape anywhere, let him escape to the inside.
Yeah.
That's just a lack of he not understanding what's going on. That won't happen to him again. But that was ugly. Yeah. That was ugly. So.
Maybe they should, like the caller said, you get a big bulky guy in there at fullback to power him in or to go to the outside. Does that help?
You know what, man?
There we go. We got to.
You know what? No, bro. We got the players.
When you got to resort, you have to resort to trickery. That means you can't beat me, man. Up. You got to start resorting to all this trickery.
Quick traps.
I got to bring the fridge, and I got to bring the cooler onto the field for a power block, and we did that some. Who was that we had a year or two ago? We had
Antoine
Wood. We had the log. And we done that, but come on, guys.
All we need is quick traps. We had a little quick trap that we used to do when you playing against a Reggie White or Jerome Brown and the other guy, and they can match your bulk. With us, they can match our bulk. And then Step Knoxley was not big, so we'll put Reggie and we'll run a bear-like look. I'm just saying when we play.
We got a little bit more than $250 million on our offense. Between your quarterback, your running back, your receiver, offensive
but the running back gonna be on the sideline, so don't worry about that.
So come on, guys, we got $250 million in contracts, right? $250 million in overall contracts. Between probably more than $250 million. Between $250 million is just Amari, Zeke, and Dak. I ain't even add in the offensive linemen. You done paid 2 or 3 of them already. And we get down to the red zone, all of a sudden we get small. We get in our thinking, in our approach, we get punked. Come on.
And we don't need no great blocking tight ends on passes. We need great blocking tight ends on runs, but on passes you can just run across a dude's vision. Just anything to give that tackle a chance to get a better set.
And when it comes to blocking from positions other than offensive linemen, it's very little technique. It's a whole lot of want to.
Yes, sir.
Like outside of offensive linemen, there is a skill when you're an offensive lineman with your kicks, your punches, your sets, and all that. It's a lot of skill there, and then some of the physical. When it's running backs, when it's tight ends and receivers, it's very little skill.
Just don't
fellas.
let a guy go free.
It's a lot of 1-2. I want to take my face mask and put it in your face and your chest and do whatever it is I want to do with you until this play gets off. It's a lot of 1-2. And if guys don't want to do it, it'll never happen. You can teach them all the skill that you want. Yeah. Outside of offensive linemen, tight ends, running backs, receivers, whatever, H-backs, whatever you want to call them. It's not a lot of skill. It's a whole bunch of 1-2.
You know, did y'all see that Rams game the other night?
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just some things stick in my mind. Y'all know I'm like an elephant. Well, I'm probably one time bigger than an elephant. But
I was going to say in more ways than one, huh?
Yeah. You know, number 99 for the Rams, man, he was at the end of the game. He never came out.
Stop it. You know what?
Number 99 never came out.
You know what?
Man.
We got to go.
I'm serious, man. Jalen Ramsey never came out the game.
Once again, we pulled out.
He came up, made tackles,
we pulled out
man.
another show, fellas. Kurt, good seeing you. Jesse, thanks for bringing it. Nate, thanks for being here.
No, man, you don't see it, man. I'm leaving. No.
What? Stop. Thanks for the calls. Good calls today.
It was great calls, man.
Way to
and we need more
Chris.
rapid fire next time because y'all caught me all off guard because I'm sitting there thinking.
That was good. Good job, Chris. We will be back. Thank you, William, for keeping the live streams up. Chris, thanks for handling the board. We will be back tomorrow.
Jason Pierre-Paul.
Same time, same place.
Jason Pierre-Paul
with the boys. We're all here at the end of the game.
You hear me? Jason Pierre-Paul had his
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys? Yeah!